up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking all about sex and why I decided to save myself for marriage. Quick little disclaimer before we start. I am not trying to be judgmental towards anybody. I'm not trying to be preachy or say that I'm better than everybody. I'm just making this video because I felt inspired to make this video because I have seen so many young people feeling so much pressure in high school to lose their virginity, and it breaks my heart. I grew up in a Christian home, so saving myself for marriage has been always something that has been taught to me. So it's always been something that has been normal. I've done a lot of like Christian activities and camps and all that kind of stuff. And so I always just kind of knew like, I'm saving myself for marriage. As I got older, later high school age, college age, I started understanding why it was harder. So I understand like where that pressure, where that is. I understand how that feels to feel that connection, that strong connection with somebody. And God obviously didn't give us these emotions to be like, sorry, you can't do anything with it. You just have to feel. No. But it has been something that I am so grateful for, that I saved myself for marriage. People that I know and the people that I've heard, they look so sad. They are so heartbroken. There's a lot of people that when they have sex before marriage, they just feel so empty inside. They feel sad that they gave that to that person, because guys, 99% of the time, you don't end up with a person that you dated in high school. That's just a hard fact. It's hard because yes, you really love the person that you're with and you feel all the strong emotions and love is in the air. Rarely do you ever end up with that person, and so a lot of people feel really discouraged and really just guilty for giving it to somebody who wasn't going to be in their future. You guys have to decide in your head. Like, you guys have to decide in your brain from a young age and from now and from every day until you get married what you actually want from life. Like, do you want to get pregnant at a young age and be a parent at a young age? Do you want to give that love and connection to that somebody who may not be in your future? Sex in general is a very strong connection between a man and a woman, and it's something that is a gift from God. And so to disrespect that and to just do it because somebody's making fun of you in school, I can't even imagine. Like, it wasn't that hard for me when I was in my 14-year-old age frame, but like this pressure in school blows my mind. I am so sorry for all of you guys who are out there who are getting pressured to lose your virginity at a young age at school by your friends or coworkers or whatever it is. That's so wrong. Like I said, saving myself for marriage has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I've heard the question a lot. People are saying like,
well, you gotta have experience before you get marriage, because you need to have experience so that when you have a partner, you guys know what you're doing.
No. It doesn't work that way. It's like kissing. You kiss all these different people and everybody kisses differently, but then when you find the right person, you have to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Even though you have experience kissing somebody else, you have to relearn how to kiss the person you end up with, because they're gonna be different. They're gonna kiss different. It's the same thing with sex. You need to, you're gonna have to relearn it. And so, honestly, you just have to enjoy it. Honestly, it's one of the most like weird stages of your life, but something that's enjoyable, because if you and your spouse both don't know what you're doing, it's kind of fun and dorky, and you guys just figure it out together and you figure out what you like. Another thing I just want to emphasize is that, as a woman especially, it is so hard. We compare ourselves every single day, and a lot of us women don't feel worthy. We don't feel like we're enough. And honestly, I can tell you guys, it is amazing that my husband saved himself for me, because now I don't have to worry about feeling compared to the woman he was with before, or doing the right thing and maybe, having all the weight. I am so glad that he waited for me, because it makes me feel special. It makes me feel valued. It makes me feel loved, that I am the one that he chose to give that special gift to. And like I said, we learned together, and now we know how to do it the way that we both like to do it. And so I can just tell you guys, like, it is so valuable to wait until marriage, because it is a very special bond. And like I said earlier, it's really sad, but all the people that I've seen who've done it before marriage, they are so heartbroken. They are sad. They feel empty because they've given that gift to somebody who normally didn't stick with them. And I know somebody who has had that in my life, and they were so heartbroken because they thought that that person was who they were going to be with, and that person left them within a week. Not saying that that's going to happen to you or to everybody around you. I'm just saying that that's normally what I have seen. Just tying God into all this as well, because obviously this is the reason why I'm talking about this. God tells us to stay away from sex before marriage for a reason. There are reasons why God tells us to do things. He knows what's overall going to be our happiness. He knows what's going to make us happy. He knows our future. So someone who knows your future, like if you were to get your future told, wouldn't you want to just know what they were going to say about you? And wouldn't you want to follow those steps? It's the same thing. Mind-blowing, right? God knows your future, and he's not going to tell you not to have sex before marriage if it doesn't benefit you in the long run. I don't want to go into too much of a rant. I just want to say, guys, that like saving myself was one of the best things I have ever done. It is so special and is one of the best things that you can do to connect to your spouse and also to the Lord. And guys, like the responsibility, I could not imagine getting pregnant at 15 or getting pregnant at 18 and having to carry the load of being a parent of my own. Like, you know, if a man or a woman's willing to be a parent with you and like be responsible for the decision that they made, that's awesome. But normally, I just haven't seen that happen. With every decision comes a consequence. And if you're willing to make that decision and you do get the consequence with it, you're gonna have to make a big decision. And are you willing to make that big decision? Are you going to be a parent? Do you have enough means to be a parent? You know, these are things that nobody considers. They just think, oh, it's fine, it's all fun and games until you get pregnant. Like I said, guys, I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell you guys I'm better. I'm not here to tell you guys that you guys are wrong. What I am trying to say is that you guys need to think about it, because it is a very, very special gift between a husband and a wife, and to just give that to somebody so lightheartedly, it's going to make a lot of people sad. And like I said, I have seen it. I have seen it. So think about it before you guys do it. Do your research, like read your scriptures about it or whatever it is. Like really understand the decision that you're going to make and don't let it go so easy.
And if you guys are having pressure at school, tell them to back off, okay? Like, say, I don't care about your 17 or 15-year-old opinion. This is my opinion. This is what I'm doing. The Lord tells me to wait, so I'm going to wait.
I hope you guys liked this video, and hopefully it found you guys well and inspired you guys to wait, because from personal experience, I can tell you guys, I have seen both sides. I have seen both sides of each decision, and I'm so glad that I stick to this one. And I'm so glad my husband did too, because in the long run, it will benefit you guys, and you guys will be way, way more happier for doing so. We'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.